Hello? There's nobody there. What's going on? Is anybody out there? Do I have anybody in the chat room? Come on. Please don't tell me I forgot to set this to public. I'm pretty sure I set it to public. I don't see anybody in the chat room. I got some exciting news. There's nobody in the chat room. 0 people watching. Nobody knows about what's going on. I'm all alone here in my studio. Where are you guys at? If you see me, share me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Friends popping up in the chat room. Folks, something amazing happened today. I'm getting goosebumps just like thinking about this, like breakthrough that I've had here in the Tom Dunn household. It's an amazing thing. So anyway, we got 4 people that are going to hear this story, but this is good for the archives. Hey, I see some friends from a long time ago. Anyway, I had a hankering for some Wendy's chili. Was talking about it yesterday, and today I made it happen. Well, brought that chili home, ate that chili. Then, when I was done eating the chili, you're not going to believe this. This is so cool. When I was done eating the chili, I took the plastic spoon and the paper carton, threw it in the trash. Wow. Wow. See, usually what we do is we save the plastic spoon. But we have a gazillion of those plastic spoons, and we don't need one more. Why do we save so many plastic spoons? I don't know. But hey, there was a change tonight. The plastic spoon went in the trash. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there that can identify with what I'm saying? Please give me a witness. Give me a witness. Check this out, guys. Here we go. This is the new Through the Black website. We have been working on this for a while now, making it happen. And for some reason, it doesn't want to play for you, but there's a short little video of some interesting scenic stuff that we shot, and very simplified. You kind of go down through here, and there we go. There's a video. So that's actually over a lake near my house called, it's at Pleasant Hill Dam. A little bit of behind the scenes info over the woods, over the hills and through the woods. Here we go. And then the beginning part is missing. But anyway, guys, a very simplified, stripped down website. And as you can see, these icons up here are buttons. They take you to different places. You have to just kind of explore around on there to find out where everything is. But just want to invite you over to check out the new throughtheblack.com website. And all of this is going to change. It's going to get updated and all that stuff over the next few weeks. And we're going to be tweaking. There's already been a lot of tweaking that's been taking place. So you can see, the last videos here. And I don't know what's going to go down here. More shows. Here's an important button right here. It says our video archives are at Odyssey. And if you click on this button, it takes you to the place where all the archives are for the old Through the Black show. Notice I said old Through the Black show, because there's going to be a new Through the Black show. If you want to know about that, just sit tight. Also, make sure you fill out our email address subscription thing right here down at the bottom. Make sure you get connected with us so we can send you out an email. We're sending out emails weekly now, and you can check that out. You can check out all the things, all the updates, that we have throughout the week. What happens when I do this? Oh, I become bigger. Okay. Anyway, so Yes, new show coming in 1 week and 2 days. Is that correct? I think so. Wednesday, December 1st, we are launching a new show at throughtheblack.com. Okay. Everything is very exciting behind the scenes. We are just trying to make things happen and get some work done and make some commercials and get all the tech fixed up and ready to go. And it's, and I'm getting phone calls from some people that are going to be on the show, some co hosts. They're super excited about it. And I'm going to have a couple co-hosts. I'm going to have plenty of time to talk about stuff, spiritual warfare and stuff, right? That's what we do here. And it's going to happen on December 1st. It's going to be a Wednesday. It's 9 a.m. Eastern, okay? 9 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. And we're going to have a good time. And it's what we do, folks. What do? We preach the gospel. The gospel is the power. It's the power to overcome the craziness of this world. It's the answer. It's the solution for everything. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what the problem is. The gospel is the answer. Okay. So to edify the church, to train, to equip the saints, that's what we want to do. We believe that anybody can do what we do when it comes to just overcoming the darkness. My story is I used to be a punching bag for the devil. Then I learned how to fight. And then I turned around and I began hitting and I began fighting and I began punching on him, fighting back. And yeah, it's been a beautiful thing. So, guys, I hope that you join me. And I say that very sincerely. We put out a little video last week in our email, and it only got 11 views. Where are my homies at? Come on, homies. Come on. Just anyway, guys, I want to know your comments. What's going on with you? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you throw away your plastic spoons or you have a drawer full of them like we do. We have to start getting rid of some of these plastic spoons. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, there's going to be some changes around my house. I will be honest with you right now, and it's going to be painful for some people, maybe even myself. So check this out, guys. I want to I'm going to go up here and see if we can bring up this other screen real quick. Where we at? So maybe some of you guys are familiar with this trial that's been going on. It's happening right now. Is it maybe in New York, right? Ghislaine Maxwell, she is the right-hand man or right-hand woman of Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, who apparently hung himself in prison, right? That's what they say. So check out the headline here real quick, guys. Ghislaine Maxwell, prosecutors spar over expert testimony on Jeffrey Epstein's so-called halo effect. And this is abcnews.com. Kind of interesting that the news is even reporting on this, really. And even this, I'm going to be interested to see what kind of coverage this trial gets. I think it's going to be very selective. I think it's going to be very censored, and it's going to be very strategic. Okay, don't forget the story from about a year ago of the lady. I think it was Project Veritas exposed the woman who was ready to go and expose Jeffrey Epstein. She had the whole story, and her network execs shut her down. So let's take a look at this here. And I lost my spot. Let me read right here, okay? It says the government contends that, hold on one second. The government contends that much of Maxwell's proposed expert testimony is unreliable, irrelevant, or squarely within the knowledge of the average juror, according to records in Maxwell's criminal case. Am I skipping something here? Rather than focus narrowly on reliable opinions, that would be relevant to issues in this case, the defendant proposes to have her experts testify broadly about a wide variety of topics, from testimony about various psychological disorders to testimony regarding the generation of false memories in laboratory settings that are not helpful to the jury, prosecutors wrote Monday. Maxwell's lawyers have indicated in court filings that they intend to call Elizabeth Loftus, a psychologist and frequent expert witness for defendants, to testify about research showing that false memories can be described with confidence, detail, and emotion, just like true memories, even though a witness may not be deliberately lying. So, guys, and you can go check that out at abcnews.com. You can go ahead and see the whole story there. There's a ton of stories out there, a bunch of different angles. Of course, they want to they want to talk about false memories. Has anybody ever heard of this? Raise your hand. Okay, false memory syndrome. False Memory Syndrome Foundation, founded in Philadelphia. I remember years ago, Russ was trying to send me over there to infiltrate that place or go in and see what was going on. He's like, hey, Tom, I want to send you on a secret mission. Never happened, by the way, but we talked about all kinds of crazy things like that behind the scenes. So false memory syndrome is another one of those things. What things, Tom? Things like conspiracy theory. Okay, it's a slogan, or it's a piece of propaganda that is created to bring doubt to the truth. Okay, if you can call something a conspiracy theory, okay, even the title, causes doubt in a person's mind. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory. In other words, it's not a conspiracy fact. It's something made up by crazy people. Yeah, that's a conspiracy theory that Lee Harvey Oswald, by the way, today, November 22nd, 1963, never forget the shot that rang out. Today's the day. Today's the anniversary. What was that? 58 years ago, 57 years ago? Wow. They called it a conspiracy theory and said that it was a conspiracy theory that more than one person killed or was involved in the planning of and the carrying out the assassination of JFK. Okay, so they created, they did the same thing with Satanic Panic. All right, and said Satanic Panic, that's just a panic. That's not real. That has to do with rock and roll bands. That has to do with kids messing around. There's no truth to that, okay? According to the FBI. So I want to show you this little book here. When I say little, it's kind of thick. But this is a book called Ritual Abuse in the 21st Century. And you can kind of look at this book and see all of the different authors that are involved in. How close? Yeah. There's a lot of people that contributed to this book right here, but I want to skip to a chapter real quick. And let me read the title of this chapter. It's chapter 6 by Carl Raschke. Okay. And I'm gonna read a little excerpt out of this chapter. Okay. And I wish I could read directly to the defense and the prosecution in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. And I wish this was required reading for all the jury members in this trial. So the chapter is called "The Politics of the False Memory Controversy: The Making of an Academic Urban Legend." So this book came out maybe 10 years ago, but isn't it interesting that this chapter is called "The Politics of the False Memory Controversy"? The idea that false memory would be used in politics. Okay. So the making of an academic urban legend. So really, it's very fascinating. And I want to say, I almost want to say that it's genius, but not really. It's not really genius. It's desperate more. Okay. To come up with an idea they're like, oh man, okay, these guys seem very believable. These children making these claims of satanic ritual abuse, they seem very believable. What can we do? Oh, I know. These are false memories. They really think that they're remembering something that's real, and they say it with passion and emotion, but it's false. And this is a syndrome that happens where, and then you fill in the blank because of this or because of that, or, this happened or that happened, that would cause them to believe that something happened to them that didn't happen to them. False memory syndrome. Okay, so let me read this excerpt out of this book real quick. And this is the chapter 6 by Carl Raschke. So, and I'm reading down at the bottom of page 178. So, and bear with me here, okay? Because it's not as bright as it should be down here. What is or was FMS? The idea that something can be a syndrome suggests a pathology that has been observed, documented, analyzed, discussed, and accredited by the medical or at least the psychiatric community as a whole. Syndromes are usually symptomological patterns that are first recognized by doctors or other professionals, scrutinized, tentatively explained in medical literature, whereupon other researchers assess their findings and refine what has already been set forth. After an appreciated period of time, which may be years, decades, or even generations, these accounts are validated in the professional literature and by professional review and standard-setting bodies as something that might be that might legitimately be dubbed as a syndrome. False memory syndrome, however, did not go through any such development or vetting. Even to this day, it has not been recognized by either medical or psychological community as a syndrome. And we could read this whole chapter here, and it's just hard-hitting paragraph after hard-hitting paragraph. I used that chapter in a talk I did a couple years ago at the International Conference on Satanic Ritual Abuse. And what was the name of my talk? Something along the lines of the art of the cover-up, or what was that? What was the name of that? What was the name of that? I forget. So anyway, it was pretty clever, I'm sure. So now it's bugging me. Anyway, guys, false memory syndrome is not a syndrome. It's not real. It's never been verified. It's never been vetted out. Nobody agrees upon it. Okay. It's a made up syndrome. You shouldn't even be allowed to call it a syndrome. Okay. Syndromes have to go through all of this testing and all of this vetting before you can say this is a syndrome. Okay. False memory syndrome has never done that, but it's very convenient for them. Okay. It's very convenient to say, hey, this is a syndrome. This is a condition that people get. Well, from my understanding, and I could be wrong, the syndrome comes from trauma, okay, that happens to children. All right. So, and it's usually something that's remembered from a long time ago, not something that's fresh on your mind, that's just happened, especially in later years in life. Okay. That's not false memory syndrome is not going to fall in to those definitions. Okay. So anyway, here we go, folks. Here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. Ghislaine Maxwell in court, and she is fighting for her freedom. She's desperate, and they're going to do everything they can to try to defame the witnesses. Wow. The witnesses against Jeffrey Epstein, the witnesses against Ghislaine Maxwell. I can't believe that she hasn't hung herself yet, just like Jeffrey Epstein did. So, folks, if you want to see us comment on cases like this and other cases on satanic ritual abuse, on things that we're allowed to talk about without being censored, like this platform right here. We've been censored off of it. Then come on over to the new show, the new Through the Black show. They asked me today, what do you want to call the show? Well, I don't know. Let's just call it Through the Black. We got a lot of names. I mean, I would love to name the show. I call it the Suicide Show, okay? Because, you have to be suicidal to talk about the things that we're going to expose, all right? Because they like to kill people. They like to take people out. And you know what? Hey, we're all in this together. What are you going to talk about at over your family meals this week? Anyway, guys, thanks for standing with us. Thanks for supporting us. Thank you for your prayers. And I will be completely transparent with you right now. I covet your prayers. I covet your prayers, and I'm thankful we have a prayer armory that supports us. And if you get bored this week and you think about your old buddy Tom Dunn and you want to mention his name to the Lord, hey, go for it. Pray that we would do an amazing job with this new show. There's a lot of pressure in making the decisions to do this, and it's really like I've mentioned before, it's really out of my comfort zone to do this because it kind of locks me down, and I don't like being locked down. I like doing a show whenever I want to do a show, but now we're doing a show consistently 3 days a week. So that's very out of my comfort zone, but you know what? It's okay. You know, God's going to help me, and we're praying about it, and it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. We want this show to generate hope and truth. Okay. We want to reach everybody. I don't care who you are. If you are a Christian, if you are backslidden, if you are complacent, if you are a Satanist, we love you too. God loves you. And there is repentance and there is redemption. Hey, there's an amazing life of peace and hope and love and joy. Turn it over to Jesus. He's real. I don't care what your buddies at the Satanic Temple or down at the Coven or your other witches say. There is real peace. I'm telling you what. It is amazing. And even when you're just fighting for your life and you're fighting against the flesh and you're fighting against the world and you're fighting against the devil, and it just seems like complete chaos, you can have peace. I have peace in my heart. The devil's trying to take me out. He's trying to do everything he can to stop me from doing this show. He's trying to come at my family. He's trying to just do everything. And hey, all praise to God. Here I am. I'm still here. And we carry on in the name of Jesus. We carry on in honor of our buddy, Russ Dizdar, and our sister, Shelly Dizdar. Hey, I don't forget about good old Rob Skiba. Love that brother. Rest in peace, friends. Rest in peace, but the work must go on, right? The work must go on. So there's a lot of things that we got to do, and we're going to do them. And we need your help. So guys, thank you for supporting us. And if anybody's interested in supporting us, you can do it at the Through the Black website. Go to throughtheblack.com and you'll see a support button all the way at the top. Guys, prayers are the most important. Yeah. Throughtheblack.connect@outlook.com. Katie put it up in the chat. And that's how you can get signed up for our email. But folks, come on, throw me a bone here. Will you watch the videos? If I make a video, come on, if I get down on my knees, please. Watch my videos. I'm just kidding. I'm not that desperate. You guys are amazing. I just want to say you guys are amazing. Ghislaine Maxwell being tried for high sex crimes against humanity. What's going to happen, folks? You would have to be blind, deaf, and dumb to think that she is not guilty of these things, but obviously everybody has a right to a fair and speedy trial. So here we are, and man, I can't believe she was dumb enough to come to America and hide out and think she could hide out um, in the middle of nowhere. Wow, who caught her? The FBI? Man, finally, those geniuses did something right. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What's going to happen? I don't know. Come on over to the new Through the Black show 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The first week's only going to be Wednesday and Thursday, starting December 1st, 9 a.m. throughtheblack.com. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the support. I'm going to go get something to drink. Just water, folks.